A lot of people ask me how I got started in my wrap business. So would it be okay if I told you just a little bit about what I do? You're asking for that permission. No one's gonna tell you no. So then we'll go ahead and we'll open it up to the first page, and I'll say, first step is to what we call join the party. And joining the party is someone that's wanting to sell our products. And right now they're doing a promotional price. It's only $99 to sign up as a distributor. When I signed up 3.5 years ago, it was $199. So this is a promotional price. It could go up, but through the end of the month it is $99. And in that box you're gonna get 4 applicators. Each box always comes with 4 applicators. So you get a box of wraps, and you also get a folder with some literature in it. But what they've done is they put some amazing packages together so that you can make a 50% profit. So for instance, if you buy our $4.99 pack, just in party cash, you're gonna make $1,000 when you sell your wraps. And then they also have a mini booster pack that's $149, and if you just sold the wraps in there, you will make $300 in party cash. So I don't know where you guys are today, but maybe you're looking to make an extra, income in your household, or maybe you know someone that is. Just keep me in mind, because I don't know where you're at. So if you flip one more page for me, I just showed you on the prior page how you can make wrap cash, but we also have commission and bonuses from our company that they provide to you in your first 30 to 60 days. So when I help someone round up their first 4 loyal customers, the company gives them a reward. They call it Wrap Free. It's basically a $120 product credit, and you can use that to shop. You can buy any product that you'd like. What I recommend is that you buy 2 boxes of wraps so that you now flip that free product into $200 cash. Then they also have a guarantee. Our guarantee is basically the company putting their money where their mouth is. They say if you complete step 1, join the party, step 2, round up 4 loyal customers, and step 3, help 1, 2, 3 people that become a distributor, you help them get their first 2 customers, they will reward you by paying you a minimum income of $500 in your first 30 to 60 days. So show me a company that could pay you anywhere from $500 to $1,000 in your first 30 to 60 days by just working something very part-time. And then I'll flip to the good page. Now our company is, it's all about getting out of debt. Our company is completely debt-free, which is a very big selling point for someone looking at the business aspect, because we are gonna be here for a long period. We're gonna be here for the long haul. We're not gonna be closing our doors tomorrow. We have stability. One of my favorite things about the company is that everything is cash incentive based. We don't have a fancy car that you have to buy when you reach a certain level, and we don't have fancy trips that, trip incentives. It's all cash based. Who wants to be able to buy the car they want to buy? Who wants to be able to go on the vacation that you choose to go on? And I like that part of it. And our corporate team, our owners of the company, they've been in our industry for over 20 years. So they have a lot of background on it, and they've really figured it out. So the next thing is I talk our averages. People want to know, what do we make? So go over that with them. Say, look, these are the average monthly earnings of distributors. And these are actually a little outdated because these are from 2010. But the average distributor, which when someone comes in, you start with 1, and then you start with 2. It's like multiplication. 1 plus 1 is 2. Okay, so 2 people with you on your team would make you an executive. And that's the first level of management. And the average income is about $309 a month. That's not your wrap cash, that is just in commission. Most people, if they could make an extra $300 to $500 a month, that could really save someone from going into bankruptcy. That could save them from being able to pay a bill to not being able to pay a bill that month. So, and most people actually obtain that within their first month. It's very doable if you're working. But the second level is Ruby, and at Ruby, the average income is about $600 a month. The next level is Emerald, and this is where things start to change, because now you get a comma in your paycheck. If you get a comma in your paycheck in direct sales in the industry that we're in, you have surpassed most people that will ever come into this business, because most people will join, and because it's such a low investment, meaning you're not spending hundreds of thousands of dollars to join, you will quit. And not because you can't do it, but because you quit before payday. I mean, I've had people sign up and they quit before the kit even arrives at their house. I'm like, well, that was fast. But an extra $11.21 a month, that can really help up someone's household, Emerald level. That can now pay for your car, maybe a couple utility bills, have some mad money to go get your hair did and your nails and you have, income coming in. But where things really change is when you get to diamond. And average time to get to diamond right now is about 3 months. And the average diamond makes about $19.10 a month, almost $2,000. That's pretty life-changing for someone because of the fact that most people do this right alongside of a full-time job. I did it right alongside of actually 3 jobs at one time I was working. So when people tell me that they're busy, here's my analogy of it. Busy people get things done, period. If you're busy, you're out and about, you can do this. So that $19.10 a month does not include your wrap cash and does not include the good bonus. So really, you have the potential to make a lot more than that as a diamond. And double diamond is where the average income almost goes up 3-4 times. I mean, it's crazy. It goes from $19.10 to $6,035. Who could use an extra $6,000 a month? All right? Okay. Double diamond, that's like replacing an income. That's when someone can go, you know what? I can now, everyone uses this term, fire my boss because I'm a double diamond now. Okay. But triple diamond, now we're going up and now you're making 5 figures a month. Triple diamond average is $10,541. That's pretty life-changing. That's crazy. I call that, from that side of the pay scale up, I'm like, that's just gangster cash. Agreed? Okay, so the next level is presidential diamond. Actually, I want to tell you guys real fast. I actually worked until I became a triple diamond. And it's kind of funny, but I liked my job. I mean, there's some people in here that probably don't really like their job. And I actually really enjoyed the people that I worked with. And I had told my boss a number. And I had told her months before. She knew I was doing this wrap business, and she kind of thought I was crazy. And I told her a number. I said, when I start making this amount of money, I'm going to quit. I put it out there in the universe. Once you say it, it's like things happen. So I had told her I was going to quit when I made over $10,000. I said, when I start making that kind of money, I'm going to have to let this go. And she's like, okay, yeah, no worries. Yeah. I'm like, just giving you a heads up so you can start looking for someone because it might happen soon. And so I sat down with her and I told her when I had said, I said, hey, Lori, I said, you remember that number I told you? And she goes, yeah. I go, it's time for me to let this go. And she was like, she was just could not believe it. And she goes, can I join your business? You guys, my boss, who I fired, works this business with me now. She's an executive, but she is going to probably bypass Ruby and go Emerald because she's a businesswoman and she gets it. And she's like, this is my plan B. She owns a business, but sees that this can make her additional income. And she's like, I'm going to do life. She's like, I want to do what you're doing. So it's kind of mind-blowing. You never know who's going to come back around into your business. So keep that in mind. Now, the highest level of our income chart is ambassador. And the average ambassador makes $31,928 a month. I did a wrap party a couple weeks ago, and somebody was really interested in the business, and we had talked a little bit during the party, and then at the end I said, are you ready? Do you want to sit down? Let's make an appointment. She goes, I'm really interested. She goes, but I need to make more than $31,000. And I went, wow. I was like, what's your number? How much money do you need to make? And she goes, well, I need to make more than $31,000 a year. I said, come here. Sit down. I opened it up and I said, can you read that to me? She goes, oh, those are monthly? She was so embarrassed because she was like, she couldn't believe that those were monthly averages. So what I want to say is just don't leave out the business part at a wrap party. If you're embarrassed, I don't care. If you're embarrassed, read. Open it and there's party pad notes and just read. Because they all have the party pad in front of them, so they're really not looking at you. This is a little different. But have them read that. What's your choice? We all grow up, and I remember when growing up as a child, my teachers, and you guys could probably everybody can relate to this, is, when you're in school, your teachers always say, what's your dreams? What do you want to be when you grow up? Draw a picture, write it out. And then, all of a sudden you go to high school, you go to college, you get a job, and then it's like, okay, stop dreaming. Get a job. Right? That's the reality. So I want you to be aware that it's okay. People are going to think you're a little crazy, okay? Don't worry about it. But I want you to ask them this question is, where are you? Are you going to shrink your dreams, because most people have already, or are you going to grow your income? And you're going to get out of your comfort zone? Because say, you know what, I'm having the time of my life, and I'm looking to teach and train people in this area. So please, let me know if you know of anyone that that would be interested. And that's it. You don't have to go into it too further. It's only a couple minutes that I'm on that page. And typically I won't even go through everyone. I just kind of did with you guys right now, but you can kind of pick maybe the level you're at. Maybe if you're a Ruby, say, you know what, it took me a month and a half to get to Ruby, and the average Ruby makes blah, blah, blah. So you can kind of start there. And tell them your goal. Say, hey, you know what, I'm going for diamond. And the average diamond makes $19.10 a month. Let them know, because you're putting it out there, and I guarantee you it'll come back. People will be like, you know what, I'm so happy for you, and they want to help you. They're like, I'm going to do a wrap party for you. I'm going to do another one for you, or someone at that wrap party, because you can always schedule from there. So, and let them know that, say you guys all gathered here today, it was really the cheapest party that you ever hosted, right? And all you supply is water. So if anyone's interested in hosting a party in your home, you get a wrap for free as the host, and your friends get to try the wrap.